Good afternoon, and thank you for tuning into another Yo Spill video. So, like I said at the track the other day, the Juke was feeling real funny. I went to a local auto parts store and got some spark plugs for it. So this is going to be a video on how to properly change the spark plugs in a Nissan Juke. For those of you that have never seen or been on my channel before, welcome. Leave a comment down below, give it a like and subscribe, and stay tuned for the action. So, the car we will be working on today is my 2013 Nissan Nismo Juke. This is the quickest Juke in the nation at 1365 at 103, and we will be replacing its OEM NGK spark plugs. These spark plugs are around $25 each, so we got to make sure we do this process correctly and do not damage anything, because yes, that is $100 set of spark plugs for a Nismo Juke. Because the Juke is a turbocharged 1.6 liter, Nissan recommends that you run an iridium style plug. So the plug that Nissan puts in the car from the factory is a NGK laser iridium platinum. They're a premium plug. So now let's get to the installation. Alright guys, so let's get started on changing these plugs. For those of you that don't know, those are engine technology tuned hard pipes. That is a engine technology cold air intake. The first thing you always want to do on any modern car is always disconnect your battery. You don't want any voltage going through the car just in case you hit anything. On specifically the Juke, this pipe goes over top of these two coils right here. This tube goes over top of these two coils right here. So first thing you need to do is get a 12mm and remove the boost solenoid. It also has a vacuum line that goes right there that you need to unplug, which I've already done to make this video easier. There's also a 10mm bolt right here, two 12mm bolts right here, and then a clamp down here. Once you have all that loose, you can pick this pipe up and move this out of the way. I always lay my pipe right here, top of the windshield. As long as you don't crack your windshield or nothing, you're fine. So now that you got this out of the way, you can see the coil pack is right there. You can see a coil pack is right there, and there's a coil pack right there. This is a water line, so it'll potentially be really hot. And these are air vacuum lines right here. So this you can just move around anywhere you want to. I always like to just put it up here where the inlet of the turbo is to get it out of the way. So now that's completely out of the way once you shove it right there. The next step is take this clamp to your blow-off valve. This is also not a factory blow-off valve. That is a Turbo Smart unit. You want to loosen this up and move this out of the way. And now you can see the fourth coil, which is actually put in backwards, which is kind of funny. Now you need to get I believe a 10mm. Loosen up these coil pack bolts. There's 4 of them. And then unclip each of the packs, the coil packs clips, and then pull the coil packs out. So once you removed your 4 10mm bolts, unclip all of these. There's the 4 corresponding ones, and then take these coil packs and just shake them a little bit and just pull up lightly, and they should make that popping noise. And then what you want to do is just make sure that this boot right here doesn't end up ripped or anything. And this is a factory Nissan coil pack. This car has the original coil pack still. So now you want to do the same thing to the next one. You got to move over this water line a little bit and do the same thing to this one. That one's kind of a pain to get out. And then the upside down one. And you heard they all 4 made the suction noises. Now we'll lay these up here out of the way so they don't get damaged. And now you can actually get to all 4 of your spark plugs. So the Juke is very unique in that you need a 14mm. It doesn't use a standard style spark plug socket. You need a 14mm spark plug socket. You need a good 10-inch extension and a nice ratchet, and then you'll feel that it's actually kind of tight to go down in the hole. And I've already loosened these, but once you get these completely loose, then you can use your coil packs or an old spark plug wire that you have laying around and pull the plugs out. And that is what a set of factory NGK Nissan Juke spark plugs look like with 78,000 miles on them. As you see right there, this car is also tuned by 2J Racing. You can see the strap is nice and clean. Spark plug looks nice and clean. The timing mark is right. I don't know how well you're going to see this on the video, or if you guys understand how spark plug reading works, but the timing strap is right there in the middle of the strap, which is good, which means the car doesn't have that much timing in it. This car is also on 20 pounds of boost. It's still on a factory turbo. And these pipes and everything are, of course, are aftermarket pipes. If you have OEM equipment, the bolt sizes might be a little different, but the technique and what you have to do is exactly the same. So now we have to repeat that process with the new plugs, put everything back together, and then hopefully she runs a little better. Alright, so the exact tools you need for this. You need a ratchet. You need a 12mm. You need a long extension, 14mm. You need a 10mm. You need a flathead screwdriver. You need a 10mm to take off your battery wrench. And then you need a pair of pliers to loosen up the hose clamp for the boost. If you have an electric impact, it makes it so much easier. You guys just got done watching the time lapse of me putting everything back together. So now let's get to this. Is going to be the first start with the new set of plugs. This car also has a 3-inch engine exhaust and a catless downpipe. So it's a little louder than OEM. If you guys want more information about the car, ask me down in the comments below. I'll let you know anything you need to know about it. For you, those of you wondering, these wheels are 18 by 9.5 plus 22 offset. I run a 245 Michelin. The car is also on coilovers with upgraded spring rates. This is a very fun daily driver. I would recommend you guys go test drive one if you can. And also, thank you for watching the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. And like I said, leave a comment down below if you need to know any more information about the Juke, or if you have any questions.